Welcome back again. We're back with part 2 of Golden Sun, The Lost Age. So,
Our golden sun.
I was what? I did what I had to do there. Yeah, I got the Jin.
The Jin. Rare.
It is the Jin or Dijin?
Yeah, it's a Jin. No, the Jin. Sounds like you're stuttering if you say the Jin.
Whatever, I like Jin. Dijin. Alright.
The Jin. Babe, when was Gravity Rush 2 released?
Hmm?
Today?
Chrome said a couple days, like 2 days or so, I think. Oh, here it is.
I don't like the new thing that it does with the stream.
Right.
You know, if you scroll down on Twitch to look at the understream, it'll minimize the stream into a little window in the corner.
Oh,
It does it way too early.
yeah. So then you start scrolling.
Yeah, like if you're halfway through, like if 50% of the screen is covered, it'll make it like smaller. It should be after it's completely done.
Nah, you know that ain't gonna happen.
Or at least make the fucking small window resizable. God damn.
Okay, I need to learn freaking Ragnar before I go in this place.
All these emails. Who else? Right. 2 text messages. What level am I? Oh, 13. On to the dream tide. Hello? Yeah, I'm just writing a text message.
Oh. So the freaking AWOL again.
I wish having glasses and headphones on at the same time was comfortable. Gonna love with them speed bursts.
Yeah, just doing it because I don't want too slow.
And the race. No.
Let run for.
Had to rewatch the freaking village defending fight scene from Overlord.
Hey, which one?
The one where the fucking Holy Church people were trying to 1v1 million freaking Momonga.
You want to sit in his armor?
No, before the armor. When he had the weird ass mask on.
Oh.
Undead. With fucking Albedo got like all of her panties in a huge ass bunch, like, you fucking filthy insects, who the fuck said you can touch him? It's like, nigga, there's a fucking speck of dust. Kill everyone!
Albedo has no chill.
Bruh.
I still wondering how the hell that's gonna go. Like what, he's gonna get back his body, you know. He's a lynch, I know that, but come on. He's a lynch? Is that a lynch?
I lagged out so I didn't hear anything you
A
said.
lynch.
What the fuck is a lynch? You mean a lich?
Yeah, lynch. Where the hell that N came from?
Hey yo fam, I'm gonna lynch you. Time to, again, copy 9 gigs.
I don't know what the hell to tell you, bro.
I don't know what the fuck to do. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it. Yeah. I don't need these backups for anything if they don't work anyway, so instead of copying, let me just move them in. It should be way faster. Never fucking whine. Oh yeah, because it's still moving from one drive to another.
Oh shit.
How no one fucking answers to my emails anymore?
Well, yeah, they think you're just an ass.
I mean, they wouldn't be wrong.
Where the hell do I go again? I totally forgot. Oh yeah.
Try jump over a tree. Blow me away. Does Golden Sun have the usual JRPG saves a Warudo plotline, or
Yeah, this is part 2. Basically, a great power was sealed, and now basically the world is slowly dying. Since all the elemental lighthouses are basically were sealed, their power was sealed. So now, since the world is kind of dying, the one from part 1 believes, even though they were being lied to, they believe that you need to the lighthouses need to stay dormant and not be relit. So they will basically fight trying to stop you with the main character in this, and like a couple people from the first one, because their world or their where they come from is basically being frozen over. So and they basically venture out to try and relay the lighthouses to save their homeland. So basically from part 1 basically saying, the lighthouse need to stay lit because to stay dormant because reasons that I don't know, and I can't tell you because I don't know enough.
wait? So are you trying to keep them unlit, or are you trying to light them up?
In part 1, the part that they're playing that basically is trying to keep them unlit. But
and in part 2, you're trying to light them.
Yeah, because even though in part 1 they're trying to prevent them from being lit, light 2 got light, which is what the Mercury and the Venus lighthouse got lit. So in this, it's basically what the Jupiter and the Mars one left. So there's a fire, water, earth, wind.
And everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked?
Well, I wouldn't say.
Really?
But the clan that is basically trying to really light the lighthouse to save their people is basically fire users. But it's not like there's a baseless reason why they just want to light the lighthouses though. So that being said, the main character in this, which is Felix, that you control, the one that you see me use, was since basically when the lighthouses began to unseal. And since their village basically was close to the close to where the unsealing was taking place, so it caused the freaking heavy rains and basically disrupting weather and all that. This mountain, the power got released so much that heavy rains, flood happened, and they thought he died. but he actually didn't, because the two in part one saved him. Saved him, so you know, for reasons. Basically, to go in the lighthouse, you need the element of that person, that the lighthouse embodies. So what? They had like what? A fire. They had two fire. I think Satura's and Minori was fire. I think. One was fire, one was water. Basically, what's weak against what, what's strong against what.
Yeah.
So you need one person for each lighthouse to be able to go inside the lighthouse. Because only the person of that element can actually use the... Can actually, what do you call it? Can use the power from that element. So yeah.
During that explanation, my ad blocker blocked 30 ads from Twitch alone.
Sounds nice. So
like I turned on the counter yesterday, and it's like I reset it and turned on the counter. So since yesterday, I've blocked 3,000 ads. 118 have been from Twitch.
yeah, basically, let me show you. Why the hell is Twitch at block? You know what? Second thought, never mind. Basically, this character, which is me, named Naga, is Felix. In part one, he was the regular anti-hero. He knew the truth, but he didn't want to say anything because the person that is trying to stop him was basically from the same village that he came from. So it's like when they were like what, 6 or 7, everybody thought he died in the flood, but he was saved. Then a couple years later, he resurfaced with the two person who saved him, with the Sartos and Minori. Which is, and then like it was basically like, oh yo, the lighthouse needs to be lit or else. But he didn't say anything after that.
Shit needs to be lit, fam.
Yeah, so that's him. And basically, this one right here, the redhead, is the little sister. And this one, which is what, Shiva, is the wind. The wind that which is basically they need her. Like I say, they need one person for each element. So they had 2 fire. They had 2 fire, 1 water, and earth. So they were guaranteed to go to all the lighthouse. If the other party, you're gonna see them in this place though, anyways. But you know, yeah, you're basically gonna know what happened.
Those Jin sprites, 10 out of 10. What the fuck is that water one trying to be?
It's water.
He's way too groovy.
Yeah, how am I supposed to do again? Totally forget what I'm doing.
God damn it. Fuck this shit.
So I did that, so come over here. Okay.
Fuck life is all I'm gonna say. Who the fuck is gonna believe these?
What?
The fucking... my account details came in like a day before you sent this email to me. And following that day, my fucking internet went down for a week. Plus, the fact that I literally transferred like a month ago.
Just tell them, oh, I live by myself. I can't really pay, you know, certain shit all the time.
I mean, it's not like I have to live by myself. I still couldn't pay my fucking internet bill.
You're gonna big the bill and like, oh yeah, this what happened. It was down for X amount of time. God damn it, what the fuck am I doing?
I don't even know when I'm gonna like even get any more benefits because the fucking place that or like they used to be something the city gave you from the city funds, but they changed it so that they all came from the same place, which is like the let me see if there's something for that in the US.
Yeah, the freaking crackers?
Nah, it's just an empty bag I crumpled up. Threw it away.
And the only thing I can
Okay,
basically,
fine.
the only thing you can hope is like after that 6 months, everything in 6 months of solitude. Where the hell am I still going this damn way, goddammit?
The ISS? Is that a thing?
ISS here?
Yeah.
ISS? IRS? I'm not. Well, maybe.
Well, I mean, it's basically the Social Insurance Institution is what it's called over here.
Oh.
But it's like a government agency that's like in charge of like social security and shit like that.
That's the IRS, yeah, Internal Service Revenue.
IRS. Tax?
Huh?
Yeah, no, that isn't the same thing. IRS is responsible for collecting taxes, while our social insurance institution works with tax money to give like services.
I guess I don't even know. I don't
Like
remember.
the way our like I guess would be the SIS. But yeah, like the social insurance institution like runs off of taxation. Like taxing funds it directly. And it used like the original Finnish name is like a translation for Retirement Pay Association, which then became a more broader institution, which started covering shit like child benefits, unemployment benefits, health insurance, student benefits, shit like that.
They basically just dumped everything on one person then.
I mean, it's basically in charge of all the benefits you can get in Finland. Hence, social insurance institution. But yeah, like that's where I used to get my like student benefits, like as just a normal thing of Finnish shit. And then the city was responsible for like the how would one translate this? like basic living expenses benefit shit.
Oh.
Supplementary benefit? Income support? Yeah, income support, I guess. Yeah, basically income support. And that, like, income support used to be a thing the city takes care of for people who live in that city, but then it got changed into, or like it got changed, so now like the social insurance institution is taking care of it.
Why the hell is that dump everything on one person though?
I mean, I wouldn't say one person, but
Or one sector.
it runs out tax money. It is in charge of like the so-called happiness of like people living here, but like that is more of their field than the freaking like, because if cities take care of it, it was like this super weird thing. Like even here, it was like near sketchy as to how the fuck they even ran their shit. There were like 2 social workers devoted to that for the whole city of 10,000.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Uh-huh. And then you either went there in person or you filled it like on the interwebs. And their base is like, and it's basically like a form of what did you earn? What did you spend it on? Do you live with someone in marriage, etc., etc., etc.? And like, do you live in like a house or do you pay rent? And then just send them a freaking copy of your bank account information and done. But now it's like, where do you live? Here. Okay. How do you live there? How much do you spend on electricity, heating, living expenses, water? Do you spend, like, does your water cost or is it part of the rent? It's like all this new shit that I need to process.
Oh.
Like now it actually looks official and I have like no fucking idea how the fuck they're supposed to like even calculate that shit. So I have no idea if I'm gonna be getting like $200 or if they're gonna be like, you know, nah, fam.
Nah, fam.
I don't even know if they're gonna send me like an email and next month's like, you didn't fill out enough information. So you know, if you could like give us these details like during the last month. What?
I don't know how your country works.
It doesn't really. It's weird.
Economists have got you all fucked up.
Bruh. I'm still salty about the fact that I can't get a fucking summer job.
Well,
There is not a single person who would hire me for a month if they won't hire me for any period of time. I was like, what the fuck? I guess I would technically be allowed to work during this time since I'm technically not a college student anymore.
well, how much time are we talking?
I mean, till July when I go to the military service.
Can you still doing classes and shit?
Yeah, I am. But they're at like a night college. I have no fucking idea what my 3 days is doing. Well, rip all saves, I guess.
You should call that friend. You ain't
But
call
I
him.
don't give a shit about that shit anymore. I'm
Come
more
on.
salty about my saves.
But you gave the fuck up. You say you weren't gonna give up.
I didn't say I gave up. It's just progressed to a point where I can't do anything anymore.
So I said
I'm
friend.
not about to spend fucking. Bruh, I mean, I say friend, but it is someone I would not prefer to talk to.
Hey, nigga.
Bruh.
So you're cool like that, or you just like, yeah?
I mean, I know him. My friends know him. Some of my friends consider him as a friend. He's always there. No one really gives a shit about him. No one really invites him anywhere, but he's just there. I don't like him, but I don't got anything against him either. But I don't want to fucking call him. Because then it's like, oh, you should come over and shit. Like, no, nigga.
Really, nigga, Jim? Really?
Bro, you would know if you knew what the person is like. It's like that weird form of obnoxious when you can't really think of what the fuck is wrong with this person, but you just don't want to be near them. Combined with the fact that he doesn't know what a shower means.
No, I would understand that because when and he said like, oh, people don't want to invite you anywhere.
I mean, there is the fact that he doesn't take any showers like fucking once a week or some shit.
It's like, let's just say I'm the type of guy right now. Like most people who call me a friend IRL, they know I can do a whole lot of shit. When I say a whole lot of shit, I mean I'm like fucking MacGyver. I'm a utility nigga. And literally the only time these people will call me is when they need something. When I say that, you see, if they invite me somewhere, it's because they want me to do some type of talking or some shit. You know.
Yeah.
But like the last place they invited me to, because they basically, it was basically some place for gamers. So you basically needed someone who knew about gaming and basically some shit in the gaming field, cause they like, oh, you know, 1+. That's what it went. Let's say 1+, you can bring people there.
Yeah.
So I was the 1+ on the fact because I kinda the gaming lingo bullshit. And I actually went up there and won some shit. And they wanted to like, oh dude, I'm the one, we didn't want to invite you, you should give us a split. I'm like, nah nigga, fuck that shit.
Just split this dick.
So it's like when people said, oh they don't want to invite you somewhere, I totally get it, because niggas don't really invite me nowhere unless they actually legit want something from me. It's like, oh, let's call Brendan. Why are you gonna call Brendan? Because he can do that thing. Oh yeah. Like, oh, they forgot they had one of those. I'm like really? So like, I get it, but in his retrospect, in his case, he don't like taking showers and it, yeah. But I'm gonna say this cat use people and just like keep them at bay.
You're telling me to use people?
Use more people.
Bruh.
You know why? You know the way I said that, because y'all know, or that one. I know some pretty obnoxious people, and you know. But at the same time, you see, once you like, you keep them at bay, you give them an arm, you give them an army. You never know who the hell can help you. That's why I'm saying that. That one obnoxious friend might actually know some dumb somebody. You never know.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, I don't really outright deny people. I just like don't really do anything with them unless I have to.
You need to change that.
Nah.
No, I wouldn't say change it. Slightly curve it. Like ever
I'll
so.
manipulate people if I have to, but I'm not gonna bend my fucking way of interacting with people just because someone wants to talk to me and I don't want to talk to them.
Hey man, like I said, I know somebody like that right now. Like, I'm what? About to be 28. So they say I don't remember. Legend no, don't remember when it. I'm about to be fucking 28. I know somebody that's 31. This dude is legit 3 years older than me. And the way I carry myself, the nigga asked me for advice. I'm like, dude, what the hell have you been doing all your life?
I mean, speaking from experience, it's not what they like haven't been doing. It's what people like us have been forced to do a bit too early.
Nigga, I said that I've been forced 14, nigga, 14. I've been working and doing shit for myself. 14.
Is there a way to do a system transfer without another 3DS?
Don't think so.
Weird shit. Because I was thinking like I could transfer the saves, like with the method you're like, oh yeah, it's on the PC. Let me just bring it over to this shit. It's like, no. So I ended up formatting my shit again because I didn't want to waste SD card space to shit that I can't even use. But yeah, I've got a friend who can't cook instant noodles, which is kind of triggering. I was like, bruh, how do you like? How can you think you can even survive in the fucking military if you can't like even like what? What is wrong with you, nigga? What are you not smoking?
Like right now, nigga, in my life, I need to use somebody because I have certain morals and whatnot. I refuse to.
I mean, all I need is a freaking sugar mom, and I'll be set.
You're gonna have to be laying some pipe. I would say that much. You're gonna have to be laying some pipe.
Bruh.
You think people that's gonna be a sugar mom without certain things, nigga? The fuck?
Never said no, but I'm just saying, like, god damn.
Believe
The
me,
way how my freaking borderline IRL RNG works, with all this negative shit happening, I'm just waiting for that one thing that's like gonna slightly balance it, as it freaking always does.
Fuck it up again.
I mean, pretty much, yeah. But
life. Yay, life.
bro, that's literally what always fucking happens. Shit goes like just stupidly weird and wrong for some fucking dumbass reason, and then it like slightly tilts in your favor again. And so you can like keep doing the same shit, and then it's like still the same old shit fest.
I know that feel. Like, hey nigga, who's that? You want this good shit? Spread that ass cheeks, boy.
Life's like, ayo fam, nope.
I hate talking about
Yeah.
life sometimes. Jeez. Fucking hate it.
Like, I'm still at the fucking point where I have no idea how the fuck this college shit is going to end up at. I had the same issue before the fucking finals, round 3, when I had like a week to study for my psychology finals.
Hey, how did that go?
I mean, I literally barely passed. When I say literally, it means if I got 0.3 points less, I would have failed and I had to redo all of my finals.
So you got a C.
No, I got like... Well, I don't know how you guys rated, but like over here, we use Latin to mark our shit. So, I is failure. Then there's... There's I, and then there's A. And shit like that. Yeah, there's I, which is the worst. Then there's A. Then there's B.
Like,
And
what the
there's
fuck? Yeah.
it's A. No, I, A, B, M. No, I, A, B, N, C, M, E, L.
I don't get it.
So, well, L is basically an A, E is basically a B, and etc. etc. I being an F. So, like, I was... If you had rounded down my exact score, I would have gotten an F, but because it got rounded upwards, because of, like, a 0.3 point increment on one assignment, it got rounded upwards, meaning I literally barely passed it.
So you got a C. A C minus.
I mean, if that's the shit above F, then yeah.
Yeah, it's like A plus A minus.
Don't you guys have D's and E's and shit?
Yeah, but nah. They ain't really gonna work, you know?
But yeah, like, if I had gotten, like, let's say there was one word that didn't matter in my essays, I would have gotten a failure, meaning I would have had to redo all of my finals, all 4 of them. And then I'd also have to, like, pay, like, $200 to $300 because of the finals and me having to, like, pay for them again.
G fucking G, my nigga. No, it's just a fucking shtick.
But you just see what I mean by fucking barely positive RNG, right?
Get it,
Holy fuck.
Get it.
Because, like, the way it works over here is that you can take your finals in a maximum of 3 sessions between, like, semesters. Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, but, like, I said, didn't hear an echo. But, like, semester 1 being, like, the school starts in fall.
Yeah.
And there's, like, spring, and then there's fall again. I started mine on, like, 1 spring season, meaning I had to complete it before the next spring season, or, like, the next fall season. So I started with, because like I didn't really have any courses back then to clear most of my finals requirements because of the shitty ass like student manager or student counselor that fucked up like all the things, meaning I didn't have any courses for like the first year. And then like the only thing I could have done back then was English, so I was like, sure, I'll do English. And like I really didn't give a shit, and I just like went into it, and I ended up being like 1 point short of getting an A+. And then after that there was Finnish and mathematics. No, Finnish, yeah, just Finnish. And like I didn't really, Finnish is Finnish. I didn't want to study Finnish because it's such a shit language to like study. Like sure, speaking it is speaking it, but like try studying that shit. Like nah, what the fuck is this shit? So like I didn't study it, and I got like a C+ or something like that.
Sounds okay.
And yeah, like sure, I didn't really mind getting a bad grade in Finnish because I don't think, like sure, I'll need it for shit, but like
Need it for what?
Well, for example, law school grades Finnish above all other final grades, and then like they get their slightly reduced rating. So like let's say your score is like 100% Finnish, 90% everything else.
Finnish boosts the scores.
Yeah. But like if you have just good Finnish and shit everything else, it won't matter compared to someone who has shit Finnish but like moderately
good everything else.
Or like yeah. Moderate to decent to like good shit. So like sure, I got like a near perfect grade in English, so that's gonna cover for the Finnish shit. I don't give a shit. And then I had to study for maths and psychology at the same time. And because of like other shit that happened, it ended up in the situation that I had like 2 weeks to prepare for it. And like
Nigga, do
for
you
my
even
maths
have any hair at this point?
bruh, I literally have gray hair. But like those 2 weeks, one of the 2 weeks was me completing a college level mathematics course.
In a week.
In a week, yeah. And that was my, like, that was everything I studied for the maths. And then I was like, okay, I've got a week to study college level psychology finals. Luckily, the fucking teacher is an absolute boss. And was like, alright, do exactly these shits. Screw that shit, screw this shit, skip everything except these things. And you might pass. I was like, okay, let's go.
YOLO!
So, like, he literally told me to ignore 90% of the study material and just use, like, these certain topics and then, like, go deep into them. It's like, no, don't do any of this shit, don't study for this, don't study for this will never be in those finals, fuck that topic. And like, we did that for like a couple of days, and then I just did self-study and like skipped school for a week, and like I ended up barely passing it. I was like, cool, this works.
You should give that teacher a hug.
It's like, I don't know why, but all the female teachers are just like, eh. But like those couple male teachers are just like the best teachers ever.
Sensei!
Like, my old college, the physics teacher was like a guy, and he's like one of the like he's the most liked and like the favorite teacher of every student in the school, basically.
When you're a good teacher, you're a good teacher, man.
Bro, he can like get along with basically any student in the school, and it's so like it's so amazing. You could even say like there is not a single student that can't get along with him, and yeah, like he's the vice principal, and I don't know, but there's just like something about him that like he just gets so well along with all the students.
That's a good.
Then there was our old, Then there was our old English teacher, who was like such a good teacher that like most of the school basically rage quit when he freaking retired. Luckily, the new English teacher was like also almost as good, so people didn't like get that pissed about it. But bro, like that guy's English like lessons were like, okay, so what should we talk about today? It's like, oh yeah, this is the shit that happened one time. Then he starts ranting about something while going around the classroom checking. He's like, hey yo dog, did you do your like homework? Which he gave like once every month or some shit like that. And then like every week or like twice a week basically, he would just like play music from his own stereo system which he brought into his class specifically to play music for no fucking reason.
I really like that teacher.
Like, if you were in the Swedish classroom, which was like on the opposite side of it, like where the green board is or the blackboard is, it would be like behind that wall. And like every time there was like, it's like you could just hear the freaking bass like doom doom doom. So, oh, there's an English lesson going on. Okay. Like you could basically hear it in half of the floor whenever he was playing music. Like he was literally just blasting it.
It's lit, famo. And every student freaking learn English from him.
I mean, I wouldn't say people were getting bad grades, but it's like he wasn't really teaching. He was just like letting us experience English.
And that's the best way to absorb it, to be honest.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you gonna do with grammar if you don't have any fucking idea as to how to freaking like speak the language? I don't think he even once graded any of my exams. Cause like for the whole duration of which I've been like or like he was my I wasn't like part of any of the other teachers because we had like 3 English teachers in our college. I only had courses for him, and my whole English section of my course grading in my papers is just a bunch of like A minuses. I got like B's and C's from my exams because I never even opened my textbooks. I just like wrote the shit I knew out of the top of my head on the papers. But like no matter what I would get from the exams, I always had an A minus in my course grading. I don't think he even once like checked my exams. Because he was like, I know you can speak English. Why the fuck would I bother grading your shit?
Yeah.
I was like, cool. But then again, I can't give you a perfect grade because you aren't really like studying here. It's like, sure, I don't give a shit. And like English was always so chill. Like during the later courses when I was like a 3rd year, I would just like play in the like because I was in the back row. And then I just like we had our school laptops, so I just like Steam glitched a couple games on that laptop. So I was just like there on the back seat.
You cut out.
And like he would just like he would ask me a couple things every once in a while, and like I was still listening to the shit, but I wasn't really. I don't think I opened my book. On the courses, I had a book, other than to do like the first set of homework on every course. after that, I just like either didn't even bring my book with me, or like open it once. I just had it on my desk during the course.
That's not like me in Spanish.
Bro, fuck my Spanish teacher. She was so annoying. Like, what the fuck? Plus, I think she knew that I thought she was annoying because she didn't let me complete the course because I was one day late on one assignment. And she gave me an F. I was like, cool, okay. Fuck you too. It's like, oh, this assignment is 10 words too short. You get an F. It's like, okay.
F.
Meanwhile, my friend, who, like, sure, he, like, actually paid attention during Spanish, and, like, he got, like, an A from Spanish. We just went there on a whim, because, like, you know, why not? And, like, I needed courses anyway, so it was like, let's try Spanish. I was, sure, let's go! Because it was, like, an after-school course. So, like, instead of going home, you would take a Spanish course. And then go home like 2 hours later.
I ain't doing shit.
Like, sure, let's try it.
Basically, I ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit.
The way it worked was like, you would, like, there was one meeting every week that was like 2 hours on a Friday.
Oh, no, hell no, that ain't gonna happen.
And after that, the teacher was like, okay, let's check what you can pronounce today. Here's your homework. And other dumb shit like that. It was like such an obnoxious way of teaching a language. There was literally almost no student-to-teacher communication during a language course. I was like, what the fuck? You expect us to just like learn a language and then like write 4 essays of it in like a couple of months of just looking at a textbook?
That doesn't sound right at all.
After school?
It's like, what? The Spanish teacher I had, that's just, you ever hear a language so much, it just sounds natural to you even though you don't fucking understand it. That's me with Spanish, Mandarin, and some Chinese language. It just sounds natural even though I don't understand anything of it. Like, some words I can pick out, but you know, like, oh, he said that, oh, whoa, he talking something bad about me, or whatever. But Spanish, it sounds like, it's like Spanish and certain, because I used to watch a whole lot of Kung Fu movies since I was like, young as fuck. Till now. And then Spanish and some Mandarin language just sound natural to me. I can just watch anything in that I don't do none. But I think it was French. I tried to learn. They had a French teacher. Even though she was fucking hot. And she speak English okay enough for us to understand her. Her way of teaching sucked.
So you're telling me there was a French female teacher with a French accent speaking English, but she was complete ass?
Yeah, she had an ass.
Wow. Bruh. With those specs, you should just, like, aim to become a good teacher. Like, what the fuck?
Like, for real though, man. She, like, the only reason why most of our people took the class, because she was fucking hot. And she wear those heels, some tight as fuck shorts, some tight as fuck dress skirts, and that V, that cleavage though. But I guess, like, what, enough of us barely passed it, because she was like, oh, if you get 50 or higher, you pass. All right. And then the one nigga, and then the one dude that actually was paying attention got like a 90. I'm like, nigga. He was like, dude.
No, correction. The one dude who wasn't paying attention to the teacher got a 90.
Yeah, pretty much. Got like a 90. I was like, dude. How?
He wasn't paying attention. Duh. I don't think I've ever had, like... Yeah, my teachers
Old fuck.
are either male or above 50 years old. I've had exactly one good female teacher, and that was like my 1st through 6th grade teacher. No, 1st through 4th, skip 5 and then 6. And she was a really good teacher. Like, the only reason she even skipped 5th year is because she went to train as a special needs teacher. And then she came back from, like, after finishing the training to complete the 6th grade for the people, or the students she had been teaching for like 4 years. Like, her contract was like already going to get changed, but she came back to finish that last grade.
Yeah. You're a good teacher.
But like, she was a really good teacher.
You're a good teacher, and you're some that's like, why the fuck are you teaching? Like, I had this English. I don't know. I don't even. Well, we're in Jamaica, you know. We speak English, but you know.
Yeah.
She was literally convinced she was a fucking brick. But when you piss her off,
Oh God.
when you piss her off, holy crap! The accent was unleashed. I was like, okay, miss, you were like, you see, miss, this is why, you know. We're like, you see why, miss? You see why we can't learn? We're like, you see, miss? You see, if you talk to us in one language, we totally understand you. But if you're gonna be like, you know, this toxicity, dude, she literally, when she comes to teach, she didn't even come to teach most of the time. When we were on lunch break, she would just come to the class she have to teach, write out like certain things on the board, and like, oh, write out all the lesson on the board, and then read from here to here and complete that to that. And we were like, miss, and she was one that wear one of those fucked up smelly wigs too.
There we go.
Like, we're like, miss, we know you ain't got no hair, but at least it let you look better. Take out the fucking wig, goddammit, it stinks.
You know why those wigs stink too, right? Because they never wash them. That's the only reason why a wig stinks. Is because the people wearing them don't fucking wash them. Because they're like, oh, this is a hat. It's like, nope.
Like, lady. It's like, oh, today we're gonna learn literature. You see, like the one time she actually came in the class and taught us was when she was like, okay, what gives? Why is this person passing but anybody else not? Like this. You're teaching us English, but at the same time you're not here at all.
Yeah, I can like forgive that for any other subject except languages. You just like, it's so dumb trying to learn a language with school programs without an actual teacher.
Yeah, pretty much. How am I supposed to go again?
But yeah, the freaking psychology teacher in the old school was so good. Like, I think his course was the first course I even had in that college.
Oh.
Which was like, because I didn't have any, because I don't participate in religious studies because I'm not a Christian, and religious studies are compulsory in Finland. Meaning,
why?
I don't know, cause shit logic. There's even religious tax too. which I skip out on because I'm not a Christian. Woo! I literally get 2% less tax than every other Christian.
I mean, we had religious education.
I mean, yeah, there's religious education, and then there's Christian religious education.
Ah, fuck that shit.
Meaning, most religion teachers were over 50-year-old females. Meaning, I was in the other group, which was called View on Life Studies.
Alright, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was like in like the 1st through 6th grade. It was just like this chill as hell lesson. By the way, male teacher, where like the teacher was like, okay, like I was there were 3 6th graders, and then there was me, the only male of the like 4-person group of people who weren't part of religious studies, and I was in like 3rd grade, 2nd grade. So I was like, what the fuck are we supposed to do here? This is little me on 2nd grade. 3 random strangers from 6th grade, and a random teacher I've never seen before. And first class introductions. Turns out the 6th graders were cool. They had like none of that small people are cancer, get rid of them all syndrome people tend to get in the lower grades. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, it's not like I kind of did that for 1 year or anything.
I did it, yeah, when I was like.
I wouldn't
like
say
older,
I wouldn't
like,
say for a year. It's like that's what 7th and 8th grade. I was literally like finding myself, and like near 8th grade, you know, when even though certain shit is going on at home, when you're at school, you just let go of all that shit. So in school, I was just like, oh, I was going to the arcade like every fucking day. I usually skip school and go to the fucking arcade. But at the same time, I could skip school and go to the fucking arcade, but bitch, you wasn't beating my grades. Cause back then I had like a few girls. It was like, oh dude, why you not coming to school anymore? I'm like, man, I just can't. I just can't. Like I said, I was the weird nerd that was cool with a lot of people up to a certain point, because I knew some 9th grade and some 10th graders, and because of that coolness, my very first Game Boy Color got stolen with Pokemon Gold in it.
Rip.
I was pissed so bad. And like the dude that was like, the dude that I was like, oh, when you have it, you get me like, oh, you don't want to give anybody, because it's like, oh, don't let, you ride a bike. They're like, don't let anybody ride a bike when you see them or whatnot.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna eat my lunch, so just kind of just hold this for 1 second. You know when somebody puts something out, like holding something out in your hand? He was doing that, and then one of his friends just rushed and run past and grabbed it and ran away. But since the school was like on property, it was like half broken walls. I was still new to the school. I didn't really know what the building everywhere was like yet, and they were from the area. Their mom was there like, okay, fuck it, you ain't gonna go to no other school. You're gonna go right there.
Yeah.
They went there. My Game Boy Color got fucking stolen. You know when this dude told me, like the dude that when he was graduating, he was like, yo, basically translation, yo, little buddy, sorry I got your Game Boy Color stolen. It was one of my boys who did it. I hope you will forgive me, nigga. I'm not that. I'm not that.
Sorry, LOL, XD.
I knocked
Please
him out
forgive me.
because you see why? Because like that one day at school is like, oh, you're gonna have free time at school.
No.
That was the first time. No, it was like the third time that week since it was like 7th grade. Basically, you come to school, nothing really happens because the older students were taking tests and whatnot.
What age is 7th grade for you guys?
It was 13 or 14, I think. You finish school basically when you're 17. High school.
Yeah.
Basically when you're 17, about to turn, or following year you're gonna be 18. This dude was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I got your shit stolen, cause I saw it and I wanted it. I'm like, oh really, nigga? This nigga saw it and he gave it to his freaking girlfriend. And like, when you know that's yours, but you can't do shit about it because if look, I was gonna knock that bitch out. I was gonna knock that bitch out and take my shit. But I know what's gonna happen because that notorious gangster in the school. He was one of them.
Yeah.
And my cousin, which was basically transferred when I was in 8th grade, basically took over the fucking school. And I was just there like, oh, that's my cousin. If you fuck with him, I'm gonna fuck you up. And this dude, when he was about to freaking graduate, he was like, oh yeah, and I'm sorry, man, I gave it to my girl. But the fucked up thing, even though he gave it to his girl, somebody robbed her, raped her. Hey, somebody robbed her, raped her, and took it back and took it from her. So secretly I was like, yo, fuck are you?
Karma.
I never had a handheld system till like 10th grade after that. Because I saved.
PSP was my first handheld.
I saved, dude. That's why to this day, whenever I have handheld, I never let into my little brother. I'm like, dude, you owe me so much. Yo, the big 4 battery. The big 4 battery, what you call it? The 4 battery GBA, Game Boy. The big 4 battery Game Boy. I had one of those. My little brother, straight up, fucked up my shit. I'm saying, where the hell should I go again? Oh yeah, Madra. No. Go back to the desert and go up. Yeah. My little brother straight up did that, and to this day, I'm like, I never let him live it down. I'm like, dude, before I came in your life, you were a spoiled fucking brat. If I didn't whip your ass in the shape, you would never know what being a freaking what you call it was about. A decent human being was about. Like I tell you, when I say spoiled, to this day, like I said, to this day, he called me an evil big brother. I'm like, you're damn right. Why am I evil? He's like, oh, yeah. At least you remember now, don't you, bitch? Life.
Yeah, but like in freaking 1st through 6th grade, freaking view on life was basically like the lessons were you go to the class, then when everyone was there, usually around like 5 minutes after the lesson began, people were like there. Like it was really chill. And then the teacher was like, alright, so I was thinking today we should do this. And he would have like a random topic. It was on topic and it was like a good topic. And then it was like, okay, here's the topic. Now, go look something up. Let's go to the PC room. So, every time we had a lesson, the four of us would always have a reservation at the PC room. And the lessons were literally just, here's the topic, look shit up, and by the end of the lesson, give me an A4 about it. If you finish early, which I did every time because Wikipedia, what? You could just do whatever the fuck you wanted for the rest of the lesson. So, like, by the 6th year, it was just like, I think I still have the USB drive the teacher gave me, but it was basically like a quarter of Wikipedia's like archives on the topics.
You cheater!
And like when I was like leaving and I saw the teacher, like, you do realize, or like, I'm pretty sure you already knew this, but like most of this stuff is straight from Wikipedia. Like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Means you actually went through the trouble of going to that page, looking the shit up, going through the info, checking what's actually relevant, and then giving it to me. Meaning you actually did some work for it. I was like, cool.
Hey, teacher. Teacher says it.
Bruh. And then, like, all the other jealous kids, because, like, the way our PC room was, which is apparently how it is in, like, 90% of Finnish schools, is that if there is a PC room, the back side is always clear glass.
The back?
It's like, where the last row of PCs is,
yeah.
After that, the back wall is always clear glass to a hallway.
Yeah.
So, a random teacher strolling past the classroom could check if anyone's doing something wrong with their PCs. Is basically the thing behind it. For some reason, no one realized it and everyone always rushed to the back seat. And I was like, huh? There's a window there. So I'm like stationed in like the last corner of one row. In like the complete middle of the class. And like, because there's still like students behind me, if we were doing some like, since there were only 4 of us in like the group of students in like social or life views, we sometimes had to share the PC classroom with other groups of students.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Like actual groups. And sometimes there were like people from my grade there. And because like during the end of the lesson, the teacher was like, you can do whatever you want, but just like, you know, abide by the rules of the PC class. He didn't really like prevent us from doing anything, but there was like
no
set rules
bitches.
in the PC class. Well, basically, yeah. And no weird websites, as they put it.
No prawn.
Yeah, no prawn, no shit like that. No shooters, because, you know, FPS games are bad for kids, right?
I know, right?
I didn't give a shit. I didn't play FPS games.
I told you I'm a mass murderer.
So, like, the most of the time there, it was me just being on Wikipedia. And then, after I was done with Wikipediaing, the printer was in, like, the first part of the classroom, right next to the teacher's PC. So I just, like, put my shit on a Word document, printed it, I was like, teacher, it's on the printer. I was like, cool, got it. And then I just like, alright, time to play some RPGs on the internet. There's like a couple rows of students behind me who are like, what the fuck is this kid doing? And like older people, because I was literally in my first 2 years back then. And like, they were so fucking jealous of sitting in front of their pre-made online studying site scripts that they had to like sit in front of for like the whole lesson, and I was here like playing games on mute. That they actually like ratted me out a couple of times to other teachers, but
Like, teacher!
I don't think I was. Yeah, I don't think I was ever. No, I was caught once playing video games in the PC room, and then I was like, I already finished my assignments. I was like, huh? Assignments? I was like, yeah, I'm not just like randomly being here. I'm part of that teacher's group, and alt-tab, I've been working on this for the whole lesson, and now I'm like I finished it finally, and now I'm taking a small break, and the teacher's like, you worked on all of that during this lesson? It's like, yes, teacher. I was like, but, you know, don't play games in the PC. I was like, okay, closes tab. And the teacher leaves, instantly reopen, and back to the shit. Teacher, like, the teacher was already gone. And the students even more saltier now. And I think they did it like so many fucking times during the 6 years I was in like pre-grades.
He was like, shut up your ass! God damn it, he doing his work!
Like, it's not like I was just lazing about. I actually like finished the shit. And like every end of the year we had this, like, we made a paper which had like random clips of all the topics we had covered and like during the year. So there was like we actually did something useful. It's like it was just like random like assing around. But it was like the chillest lessons ever. And then after that, I was like, I'm going to higher grades. I don't think this is gonna be the same shit anymore. I think there's gonna be like actual shit now. I don't know, man. And I was like really uncertain as to like what the fuck it's gonna be like after that, since I really had nothing to base off of because of how freaking chill the teacher was in like base school.
Ah, boy.
And then when I went to college,
Same shit.
it was like, no, when I went to college, it was like this, there wasn't enough people to even organize a course for the V1 Life, because there wasn't really any non-Christians there. So I couldn't take any of those courses in the first year, meaning I replaced all of them with psychology and philosophy. Because I was like, oh, this sounds cool. So I'm like here as a freaking first year, like Supreme Kohai levels, on like a mid-tier psychology course as like my first day in college. And just like as soon as the teacher started teaching, or like as soon as I arrived in the classroom, I was like, oh, cool. The teacher isn't a past middle-aged woman. Nice. I already feel better about this course.
Yeah.
And I got like 90% of the teachers in that school are like past middle-aged old hags or female, like, just like.
I totally don't get what you mean. I totally don't get what you mean.
Females, like, oh my god, like, it's so disgusting. Like, holy shit, like, where do they. Like, way too many people have their fucking buns way too tight when they take their fucking teacher's exams, like, holy shit. But yeah, like the first ever course I had in that, the first ever course and the first ever lesson I ever went to in my previous college was the one from that psychology teacher. And like on the first lesson already, I was like, I'm in college, I'll pay attention to class, I'll change things. So I went to sit in the front row. So I had a front row window seat, which was like right in front of the teacher's desk, basically. There was like one chair.
So you're basically en route to become teacher's pet.
I mean, you could basically, yeah. But I was like,
that's a teacher's pet chair right there, bro.
No, there was a teacher's pet chair in front of me, and I went one behind that.
Oh.
Because there was like a not fully completed row of desks, and then there was the first row of desks. And I went to that and the window seat on the complete opposite side of where the door is. And like during the first lesson, I was like, when the teacher started teaching, it was like, you know, this is actually pretty interesting. And like during the end of the lesson, I was like, so if we can immerse into the topic.
You did the bitch word thing. You're like, teacher ain't got enough homework.
No.
Like, you dying right there, bro.
No, fuck that shit.
Me after
that,
school.
that teacher doesn't really. No, I don't think he actually really gave homework.
No.
He was like, study this. If you like, it's going to help you. You're gonna get a better grade if you know what I'm talking about. It's not like I'm gonna force you to do this at home and I'm gonna punish you if you don't. Which is like cool. Like what the fuck? It's like there's literally studies about how way too much homework affects like the average student with their stress level.
Yep. I know about that shit.
But like, let's say a week after that. No, not even a week. On like, let's say lesson number 3, when we like done like the self-introduction shit and the other shit like that. It was like we had like properly delved into the first topic of the course. And I was like, I think it was wait, what psychology course was it? It was like, it had something to do with like social like psychology and psychology studying the mind and shit like that. It was like the first thing he ever asked us on the course was like, has anyone ever watched Mentalist or shows like that? And like our first assignment on like during the course was to think of what's wrong with psychologists shown on TV shows. And that was literally like the first assignment. And it was like, okay, make groups if you want to. I was like, I know no one here. This is literally my first day. I think I did a 90-degree turn behind me and instantly turned back in front. I was like, nope, there's no one there. Fuck that. And I just like randomly thought about it, like raised my hand like once when he asked something and shit like that. And then like when we actually delved into the topic and like the thing I like about the way he teaches is that you never really open the book on his courses.
That already sounds hella weird, like in some cases, but
he has never once said, open your books on page X. Which means, sure, you have the book. If you want to study for the exam, you should probably open the book. But it's not like, okay, today we're studying page 568 from book 1, paragraph 2 to 5. Please study. No, but like the way he teaches, like he has a topic that he like he designs his own curriculum.
it's a nice
Like
teacher.
everything he teaches, he designs it all himself. And because of the way you can teach psychology and philosophy, like most of the things not including like common terminology and shit like that, like basic info.
Yeah.
After you were done with basic info, which, like, because I wasn't on the first course of philosophy because it wasn't being arranged for like our age group because you're supposed to like start in the second year or some shit like that. But because I didn't have religious studies, I had to do something with my like
Free time.
curriculum. Yeah. So I took like an intermediate level of psychology. So by that point, you're basically already supposed to know the basics. So we went like right into the shit, which was like his own viewpoints on shit. Like he didn't just look up shit from a book. It's philosophy, psychology. You have your own like way of looking at things.
Interpreting stuff.
Yeah, and because most of his lessons were him just like, I think there's no other teacher in the school that went through as much freaking chalk as he did. The blackboard was filled at least 3 times every lesson. And I'm talking about like a blackboard the size of like a wall in the classroom.
The fuck was he doing?
Bruh, this, like, it was, like, the way the blackboards are made in the college is that all of them have sliding doors, which are, like, panels of, let's see, some measurements, 2 meters, 2 feet, so, like, 7 feet by, yeah, like 7 feet wide panels, and there were like 3 of those per blackboard that you could move around. And behind them there were like shelves of books and shit. So 3 of those 7 feet panels that were usually just like stationary in place, never moved. He would usually start on the middle panel, write it full, move on to the left panel, write it full, go to the right, erase the shit on the middle and the left panel, proceed to write on the left panel. So like, if you had no idea about his way of teaching, you would not follow anything he was writing on the board unless you were paying complete attention to what he was writing and when he was writing it. Like, it's like trying to read a book, but like, okay, open page 30, go on page 2, now go on page 80. But like if you were reading it from left to right, it would make no fucking sense. But if you actually like looked at what he was writing and what order he was writing it in, you would like understand it well. So like, there was like couple people on like the first few lessons who were like, wait, when did you write what? Huh? And like, you could instantly tell if someone wasn't following what he was talking about. And I don't know if he like did it purposely or if it's like something he got used to doing.
Probably his way of teaching.
But, yeah, like, it was really his way of teaching, but like, because of that, it made it so fucking obvious when someone wasn't following it. So quickly, people who weren't following the lessons completely stopped ignoring everything on the blackboard. And just stick to the books. But like, most of them were him like talking, and after like a paragraph of him talking, he would just like write it out on the blackboard. He didn't really have any pre-planned notes, he just talked, and then wrote it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and like, because of that way of teaching, I think like, by the 3rd lesson, I was like already like asking him a bunch of questions, and like, so is this like this, etc, etc. Because like, I had no idea how the fuck basic psychology worked, because I had never taken the course. So I had to ask questions about shit that would seem obvious. Well, they seemed obvious to me. But like, by like I had so much, like I participated so much into his like conversations that I could literally, you know how Han Ji-han got that skill when the teacher was staring at him?
Yeah.
I got that feeling from like a couple rows behind me in the whole classroom. As like, holy shit, sometimes the back of your head was on fire. I really didn't give a shit. I was just enjoying the freaking lesson and actually like an interesting subject.
That's like one of the keys right there.
Yeah, because like, I can't study for shit if the subject is like obnoxious. Which is why I have shit Finnish scores and shit Finnish history scores. Because like, holy fuck, I don't give a shit about that. But like, and by the end of the course, I think I got like I didn't study. I didn't really study for that test. I just like paid attention during class. Well, I didn't pay attention during class. I wrote down what he wrote on like autopilot on my laptop, and I mostly just listened to the shit he was listening about. But because I didn't really have the basic understanding of psychology that you would need to actually clear the course, I think I got like a B or something like that.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
I mean,
Ain't bad, but it ain't good either, you know.
No, I'd say like B minus or shit like that. Like, slightly below average. And then like, I had the course after that, like directly after that course. And I can't remember what, yeah, I had like some other, I think I had history and like Finnish and other like dumbass subject like that during the same time I had that, which means I couldn't really like study to the tests because I was so annoyed at the other subjects. And I don't think I've ever really studied from a book that well.
Nah.
So if the teacher is bad, I just like, all the info just goes past me. So like, I think I like near failed that, so I got like a C minus or shit like that. And he was like, you know, you did get a C minus, but because your freaking
attentiveness,
yeah, or like, because how I can see that you're actually interested in subject and how well you can deal with it, I'm just gonna put like a +3 on this. So I ended up getting a freaking B from the course, or like a B plus.
Hey,
just based on like, the fuck is the word? Like lesson activity, he increased my score by 3 increments. I was like, and he was like, I don't think I've ever done this before, and I don't think I'm ever gonna do it again. But you know, I'm gonna raise this by a 3, so you're gonna get a better grade from, like, a better total grade from this.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And like, you should have seen the look on my friends' faces when they were like, because like, there was usually an announcement for like major exams for like English, no, not English, Finnish, mathematics, and Swedish were the 3 subjects that got an announcement in the school that, oh, the teacher has checked the exams, please go and get them. Every other subject was like, oh, the teacher is maybe gonna tell us that they're gonna be checked by this date, go get them at some point. Like, if you wanted to get your like exam results, you were gonna get your course grading no matter what if you did all the shit right, but if you wanted to check your exams, then you had to go get them yourself. So like, there was always this like week or 2 after every exam week of like people rushing other people like, hey yo fam, what you get from that one test? He's like, I don't know, I haven't got a test yet. Like, go get your fucking test, nigga. And like one time when I was like, so one of my friends was like, because like back in the old college, there was this one round table with exactly four seats, four comfortable seats around it. On the sub basement. On the sub basement of our school, and no one was ever there. So we were like, sure, we claim it. This is our place now. And every free time we had, we would always just like meet up there, and we would always be there on like all our like so-called skip lessons when we didn't have any courses assigned to us in our curriculum. So like one day I was just like chilling there with my laptop, and although others were chilling there, I just came in there with my freaking like I just got my exam. Like after that, I just went down there as usual. I was like, "Have you got your psychology yet?" I was like, "Sure, yeah, I got like a C minus." It was like, "What the fuck? You got a C minus?" And then they were like a couple weeks after that, when we get our freaking course grading, like seasonal course grading.
Yeah.
So we would like see the 5 or 10 courses we've had in that semester, and like people were comparing those like shit. So I was like, "What the fuck? Did you get a C minus from psychology 3?" I was like, "Yeah, and but you have a fucking B plus on the fucking sheet." It's like, "And what the fuck did you do?" Like, you know, a bit of this, bit of that. It was like, "No, but the teacher gave me +3 on it." I was like, they were like, "Huh? What the fuck? A +3? You know you're not legally allowed to do that, right?" I was like, "Sure, what the fuck not?" Because like, the way Finnish education systems work is that based on like student activity,
yeah,
you're allowed to raise or lower the exam scores by 2 increments.
Wow. You got freaking +3. That's
and wrong. I got a +3. Yeah. Like he raised my exam grade by 1, and then he raised my course grading by 2. So like, the thing I actually got from the exam was like 1. Like I actually got a C minus, but on the course it said I got like a C plus, and then on the course grading it said I got like a B plus.
Okay, you did good enough in this class to deserve a little raise.
But yeah, like, the teacher has been such a good teacher for like the whole time. Like, he taught some lower grades back when I wasn't in like this town. So that was like the first time I've ever heard of the teacher. So I was like, "Oh yeah, it's a cool teacher." I was like, I don't really give a shit. But when I actually like went on his courses, it was like, "Holy shit, this is a good teacher." What the fuck? So yeah.
Totally knows the feel. I mean, that's why I like freaking home ec so much. Well, home ec was home ec, but you know.
Home ec in college? No, home ec in freaking... Because like, I was in the old city I lived in, well, the old town I lived in, which was basically me going 5 miles every morning to school from like, because we had a house back then. So, and it was like, we had a huge backyard. There were like actual plants growing there. We had like a small greenhouse and shit like that.
Oh,
like backyard. We had rows of strawberry plants and shit like that.
Fuck a front yard.
No.
Get that backyard, boy.
But yeah, like that was like an actual. Sure, there was some mold and shit there because the house was like 100 years old or some shit. But... So it was basically me going from what looked like a countryside rural village, 5 miles to like past the center or the central area of the city or the town, which was just like 3 to 4 shopping centers across a golf field, and that was basically the mass of civilization there. And then, like couple months after that, there was the lower grade school, and on the opposite side of the road, the higher grades. And like I went through the lower grades 1 through 6 there, and then we moved during like halfway through 7th grade. So like I was in school in 7th grade for like a couple months. Then I wasn't in any school for like half a year, and then I joined at like the end of 7th grade in the new town where I'm currently living at. So I basically had 8, 9, and then college in here.
Yeah.
So like my 7th grade was basically 2 months in one place, and then like half a year later, 2 months in another place. Which really pissed the shit out of the new teachers, because they were like, shouldn't you know these things? I was like, no, I joined this school 2 days ago, and before that I haven't really been to a freaking higher grade education. How the fuck do you expect me to know all the rules to write a fucking essay?
But
No, but like, holy shit, the fucking Nazi of a teacher I had in Finnish back then. Like, when I came on 7th grade, like, a couple months before that year ended. Say like, yeah, I was gone for half a year, and then I had about half a year.
What the hell can he go for half a year? What the hell happened?
I mean, divorce and shit like that.
Oh,
Plus the reasons why I hate my dad. But like, I was gone for half a year, and then I was half a year there. And like, during the first days that I was like, sure, 7th grade, yeah, I know how shit goes.
no, you don't.
Bro, I don't think I had like a couple lessons of Finnish in 7th grade, and then school swap, new teacher, new schedules, new class regimens, and shit like that. And this teacher is like, second lesson I'm in the new school. It was like, okay, today we're writing essays. I hope everyone remembers how to write essays. I was like,
Sensei,
what are these rules? Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, I hope everyone remembers the rules for writing a proper essay. I was like, teacher, what are these rules for writing a proper essay? You don't remember, so you don't deserve to know. I was like, okay, sure. Luckily, that was probably the weirdest classroom I've ever been in. You know how there's usually, well, I don't know how it's like there, but like in here, there's like the stereotypical so-called cool sports kids who like were athletic. I guess you could call them jocks, but it was like, I'm talking about people before the age of 14, so, you know, I would call them sports kids. Yeah, pre-jocks, let's go with that. So there were the pre-jocks who were like, oh yeah, we're the best, we're good at everything. And then there were the couple kids who played video games, who had PCs or other consoles.
The circles were beginning to be drawn.
Yeah, like the weirdest, like base circles, like base levels of society, like caveman tier.
High school never
We play
ends.
sports, so we hang out together. Oh, we don't like to study, so we hang out together. Cool. Yeah. We play Duel Masters. We hang out together. Hell yeah. And shit like that.
So
And
that cartoon was kind of okay.
It's like, yeah, sure. Yeah, I know you. Sure, what up? And then there was like me, who was like, sure, I'll play sports with you. Oh yeah, I'll play Duel Masters. Oh yeah, I've seen that cartoon.
So that you basically, yeah, that was me too. I hang on to your
Yeah, it's like, I ain't going specifically to that group. I ain't going specifically. I'll just stay here. Sure, what up?
I want to be in all the groups.
No, I didn't really want to be in all the groups.
I am all the groups.
People from all of the groups knew me and like hang out with me.
Yeah.
So, like, I think, yeah, at one point, the way how people knew me at my school, like even higher grade kids, were like, oh yeah, it's that one guy from that one class who's like really good at that one video game. Because like, I remember some random person 2 years above me at least, when I was in like 4th grade or 3rd grade, coming up to me like, hey, I heard you play Cabal. I was like, yeah. Are you like good at it? I was like, sure. Because I heard from someone that you're like the best player in our school.
I ain't mean to brag, but
who are you again? So a random person walks up to me on the bus stop as I'm heading home, and because it was like an 8 kilometer, like 5 mile trip back home, so I usually would be a bus. But if I like were late from the bus, or if the bus came at a weird schedule, I just had to like bike all the way there. But like, usually I was on the bus, so a random person just walks up to me. I've never seen this person before. Walks up to me on the bus and starts asking me for PvP advice on a video game.
You were hot shit.
Like, I still remember like someone walking up from behind is like, I heard you play Cabal. And like, I turned around and like tilt my head backwards to look up. I was like, yeah? I was like, what's your biggest combo?
God damn it.
30? I was like, oh shit, I'm never gonna pass 11. I was like, yeah, that's a common mistake. 11 is like the big mark. And this guy just like, he's like, so, are you taking the bus? I was like, yeah. Which way? That way? Oh, cool. I'll see you on the bus. I was like, okay? Proceeds to walk back to his circle of people, who are now slightly confused as to who that person is. As like, and then you know that awkward feeling when you can hear that, oh, that guy from behind you, when you're totally not supposed to hear it.
So somebody said hello loud.
And then like, because most of the people there either had bikes, like bicycles, and were like waiting for his bus, and were like chilling there until the bus arrived, and then proceeded to go home with their bicycles, or there was someone coming to pick them up. So I'm here, sitting in my usual, not back row, but a couple rows behind, or in front of the back row seat on the bus. And then just a random person, like the guy, like, comes to sit next to me, and just like the rest of the ride home until he had to like, or until his stop, we were just talking about random video games. Like mostly about Cabal and shit like that. And then there was like another game called Tales of Pirates.
The one where you brought the fucking game.
It was back at the time when RuneScape 2007 was a big deal.
Oh god.
Yeah, remember when everyone was playing RuneScape?
Wait. I would like to say that in 2007, I wasn't fully into MMORPGs as yet, because I just, like I said, in Jamaica, I know what RPGs was. I mean, I saw them. Like, that one rich friend that had internet and a computer. They
Yeah.
like go by his house. That was me. That was my experience to YouTube and all that. So when he was like, I'm like, no, you want some YouTube? I start watching
YouTube.
anime
No,
and shit.
But yeah, like that was when RuneScape was a huge thing, and like even the sports kids were playing RuneScape because everyone was playing RuneScape.
And fuck you,
And
people.
I was here like, yeah, RuneScape's nice. And sure, I was playing, like, if a friend asked me to play RuneScape, I was like, sure, I'll play RuneScape with you. But it's like a game I was playing on my own free time alone. So like at some point people in school like, it's like, hey, you play RuneScape? I was like, I'll play it if you want me to play it, but there's this game called Tales of Pirates, which is like RuneScape, but better. I was like, what? RuneScape, but better? Tell me more. So, I basically started this cult following in my own class, which then spread out via word of mouth to a couple other classes of the same grade, then to higher grades, and suddenly there was like the people who played RuneScape because they didn't know better, as we would say back then, and the people who played TOP, Tales of Pirates.
TOP, hold it down, sail across
the main selling point was that it's like RuneScape, but better.
Oh yeah, wait. Like, if you're still on the stream, I need this bastard you. This bastard right here is you.
I've got like 4 tabs of info open. God damn it, I misclicked. But yeah, like, and then at some point, like when I was on like 5th to 6th grade, it went to the complete opposite situation, that there were people younger than me who I've never seen before asking me like, hey, are you that like the top player of TOP in our school? I was like, I guess. I don't claim to be the top player, but like if you want to PvP me, go right fucking ahead. I'll wreck you with my healer that does 50 million DPS. Like TOP was that game, remember when I was talking about that like support class?
Yeah, you broke the freaking game.
Yeah, like it was that game. And like I got one of my like sports friends who had a PC. He was basically that rich kid.
Yeah.
He had a moped on 6th grade. He was cool.
Yeah.
But like,
that was when moped was actually cool.
But yeah, it was like there were people like that's like, hey yo, you want to hang out? Want to go by your house? And then there was me, who was like I got him to start the game a bit after I did. So like back when I had created my guild is when I got him to join. So I made like an alt with him. And it was like, because back then, like in TOP, it's like at level 10 you get your class, and 41 you get your class advancement. And 41 is when the real shit begins. It was like, those old MMO balancing systems when you really didn't get enough EXP?
Dude, I started playing MMO in 2008, late 2008, 2009. So
yeah, but you know what I mean, like, right?
Yeah.
That system where you don't really get enough EXP, and it turns into way too big of a grind for some people.
Like, when have I not seen that before? Like, this sounds familiar.
Like that awkward moment between like level X and level X plus 3, when you don't really have main storyline quests, when you don't really have side quests, but you need to level up to get the next
It's like
quest.
that one game where was the guard in the where when I was one of the guards in the game, and then the freaking GMs, the devs basically nerfed the sets and whatnot. Like it was like, oh, they basically said we didn't know you can do that with that set, so fuck you. We're gonna nerf it.
Yeah, like it was those type of games. So like, I had a laptop, which was like a pretty. It was the laptop. Like when I started playing TOP and Cabal, was when I got the laptop. I still have it in my closet. The one that like survived way longer than he should. Rest be on his mechanical soul being. Whatever.
Like you didn't know what the fuck you did with it.
But yeah, like, so I had like a pretty decent laptop. It was way too heavy for a kid my size to lug around passively. That shit weighs almost as much as the chair I showed you. So like, about once every 2 weeks, it would be me filling up my backpack on that one day where I don't need to bring that many school books with me to fit my laptop in there, and then proceed to go to his place, which was relatively closer to the school than mine, because holy shit, no one is going 8 miles with that fucking load up. Like, it was like you could compare it to like there's a normal school books plus about 3 times the weight of that. So like if I missed my bus during that,
Rip.
when I had my laptop with me,
Rip.
I was like, holy fuck. Well, time to bike 5 to 6 miles to school with fucking 20 kilograms on me. When I'm like, when that was like a fucking third of my, or like a half to third of my whole fucking weight. When I was like 2 inches tall. I was like, god damn. But like, bruh.
God, why do you hate me? The one morning,
Bruh. But like, and then it was just like me doing this weird ass setup of tying the backpack onto my bike and then pushing the bike along to like not have to carry that shit. And then it would be just like me turning off my phone and being at a friend's house, and we just ended up like playing for like way too long.
Fine,
And then,
way
like,
too long.
Like half of my current gaming time. So like,
I don't get it.
if school ended at like 1 to 2 p.m., my parents would like, my dad would like come pick me up at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I was like, you're here, right? It's like, yeah, hi, see you. Because like they knew where I was, but like I had my phone turned off, so they couldn't be at like 5 p.m. like, hey, you should like come and eat shit.
Like, oh, no.
It's like, oh, my phone ran out of battery again. Something in my throat. Must be the battery. But like, but yeah, it was like just like grind fests every couple weeks. And then like I still remember it when I was like on my main account, like got someone to boost us. I was like, holy shit, I got someone to boost us. Like texting this out to him. It was like, oh shit, when? Oh fuck, I can't make it that day.
Rip.
Well, because we were like 2, it was like, oh, well, darn it, I can't make it that day. Because no one curses.
Oh, bollocks. You're right, no one curses.
Right.
When I said,
Yeah,
When
Well, I
said,
personally didn't curse at all before like college,
eh,
and then it just like appeared randomly. Like I didn't like stop myself from cursing. My dad curses a shit ton,
yeah,
and it's not like my mom avoids it or anything, but I just never saw the point of it. Like, people were like, until people were like, you're still using the word darn it, and you're like 13 years old. I was like, yeah, it's only darn it. Also, hi, Jay. So, like, at some point, I just like adapted to the
hey, what's up, Mr. Fraudulent?
profanities.
What up with you?
But yeah, it was like, darn it, I can't make it on that day. It's like, oh, well, golly, I guess it's just gonna be me and this like boost dude.
Oh, butternut.
And, bruh,
Oh,
like
bugger.
the weirdest. Like you know those like weird soft kiddie curse words of every language
Yeah.
being so weird. It's like they make no sense. They mean nothing,
Oh,
but somehow people just
fiddlesticks.
mean like somehow people just know that they mean something slightly.
1 second, cat. Flux going off.
I can hear the flux.
Hey, well, you know, Jay, I ain't got shit to do either. I gotta clean my room because somebody coming here tomorrow. And we're back.
With it.
It's like 7 o'clock right now, and to tell you the truth, I feel like eating a fucking pizza or a burger.
Could make me a pizza.
Fuck you. I feel like it's some with some soda right now because, you know, I don't know
Could
why.
make me some soda.
That I don't believe.
Bruh, I've got a soda stream.
How do you pay for that shit?
How do you pay for... Nigga, do you realize how much money that saves compared to, like, shit like buying Coke?
No, Chrome said that the tanks for that shit cost like a shit ton.
Huh? I don't know about US, but one of those tanks, or like cartridges, that lasts me about 3 months, costs $9.
Well,
With $9, I can basically get about 150 liters of Coke.
Okay, fuck you.
If you ain't telling me that ain't a good deal, or if
That is
I'm
a
wasting
good
money,
deal.
then
That is
I
a
don't
good
know
deal.
what's... Bruh, like, holy shit. I don't really make Coke and shit like that with it. My roommate just drinks soda water, because, you know, I don't know. I personally hate the taste of it.
That's
Like,
what Chrome
I
drinks.
I don't like how water tastes. Add carbonation to that, and somehow it makes it even worse.
I don't know, dude.
So what I do is that I just like jack the carbonated water, and I make juice out of it.
They just add some syrup flavor.
So I just have carbonated juice,
Ah, did this.
which is like what I drink usually if I don't have milk. But like,
Wait, Jay, this nigga here make drinking milk seem like it's. This nigga must have the strongest bones ever, my nigga, cause the amount
I've
of
never
milk,
broken a bone.
the amount of milk this motherfucker have drunken before.
Bruh.
I'm like, oh nigga, what you drinking? Milk.
Milk?
Why you gonna drink later?
Milk? Duh.
Why you gonna drink in the morning? Why you gonna drink as a wake up snack? Some warm milk. I'm like, okay.
I know, right, Jay? Milk is the shit. Hell yeah.
No, Jay, you should know that the milk in the US ain't the shit unless it's like, you know, like what? Almond, you know, but regular milk, they tell you to limit your drinkage of that because of all this stuff that's in there.
I mean, the milk here is locally produced.
Yeah, dude, that's the best, dude. That's what I said. When I'm in Jamaica, you think I gotta worry about shit? But oh, this milk has too much freaking hormones and whatnot. No.
The vegetables again? Like, holy fuck. It's way too cold here to grow anything. Like, what the fuck? We have wheat. Done. Wheat and apples. Yeah. We got berries. That shit grows here. Lemons? Nah. Fruits? Nah. Rice? Hell nah. Potatoes? Sure. Potatoes.
Nigga, I'm tired of fucking potatoes.
I've got nothing against potatoes, but if I can avoid eating potatoes, I'd rather eat rice. Rice is so much better than potatoes.
That's kind of my problem right now. Like, nigga,
The potatoes are cheaper.
like whenever I go to my cousin's house, it's my cousin. I'm like, what's up, nigga? Cause he knows my
You want rice with that?
he knows my situation. He's like, hey, nigga, I got you some shit. I'm like, ah, thanks, cuz. Want some taters? Nigga, no. Yo, I got this bag of taters right. You want some taters? No. Want no damn taters, boy.
Tater tots. But yeah, back to the topic of no topic. Like, after I passed that freaking hurdle of holy shit, there is no quest to do with Mr. Boostman, and then managed to get like holy shit, was it weird leveling up a healer, like solo leveling up a healer.
Wait, Jay, we're basically talking about school life shit. School life games.
We started with school.
We started with our school, what happened in our high school days and whatnot. Now we're on late to mid school year. No, not year, but like let's man.
Hey yo, fan.
I mean, no.
I'm in college.
Hey, he's in college, but we're not talking about the bad times. We're talking about the good times. Okay? Well, the so-called quote-unquote good times.
Bro, try affording a tutor in here. Fuck that shit. Going off topic from the off topic. Try guessing how much a
I don't want to guess.
Tutorage for law school.
I don't want to guess because economists got you all kind of fucked up.
About $1,000 minimum for a month of tutoring. We might get you into law school. You're gonna get 20% back if you fail. It's literally a slogan for one of them.
20% back if you fail, Like, fuck you.
No. The cheapest tutoring here is about a couple $100, and they will teach you how to study.
So shit, I already know what to do.
Yeah. Remember to take breaks, read the book, open the book before you try to read it. Don't hold it upside down, that helps.
Open the book, man.
Bro.
Open the book.
Jump of a book. But yeah, and then there's that freaking hype when you're when you have someone who's higher level than you boosting you,
yeah,
and they're like, okay, put auto follow on and never take it off before I let you. I was like, oh shit, where the fuck are you taking me? It's those way too high level places
that you're like, oh, I've known the energies in the Mr. Legend. I never think I'll see it today.
But the way it worked in that game is that you got reduced experience from anything that wasn't within a 9-level spectrum of you. Anything below your level -9 gave you 0 EXP. No, they gave you 1 EXP. No, anything below your level -9 gave you 0, and anything that was -9 your level gave you 1. And then like 10%, 20%. Same level shit gave you like 90% EXP. And then if you went your level +9, I think it gave you like 400% EXP. So like the most optimal strategy was to pick a level where you could kill something,
but it can't kill you.
Compared to, yeah, like if you die, you're doing it wrong. But if you can kill them in less time, like you would basically stack percentages. So like if you could kill, let's say you're level 10, no, let's say you're level 30. You can kill a level 30 mob with relative ease. It won't take you that long. If you kill like level 28 things, it'll take you way less time. You'll get a bit less EXP. But if killing, like if your class can kill, let's say 20 level 28s when you're at 30, in the same time it takes you to kill like 2 level 35s, like 5 levels above you, you would rather go stack the shit out of those a bit smaller creatures to get that like multiple boost of the smaller EXP rates compared to that one big chunk of EXP from that EXP boost. But if someone was boosting you, it would basically be a test of the booster's knowledge of, okay, where should I go to kill shit that is exactly 9 levels above the person I'm boosting? So it would be like dungeon hopping from like your -9 of these mobs to your -7 of these mobs. Let's switch places. And then there's like this weird bit where you're supposed to get your class advancement before you go here.
No, sorry, you have to do that solo.
No, you don't have to do anything solo in that game. You can always party. But
it's a class advancement though.
Yeah, like class advancements back in the day were like in that game were pretty tough to do solo. They actually were class advancements. They they made sure that you knew how to play your class so far, otherwise you just fail them. Which means the market for the items needed for that back then was really high. Like, I think like making a guild was hella expensive.
And did not.
Well, you know, but like you needed a rare drop and like an amount of money, and then you needed to travel somewhere. So like most of my funds back then came from grinding class advancement items for other people. Because you know I had that one weird storyline skill that gave you no EXP, but it gave you skill EXP for your stall skill, so you could actually sell shit to other players without trading.
Stuff up.
Yeah, you know, like you can set up a shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but like it came from the main storyline that no one did because it gave no EXP. And I was like, huh, skill or like life EXP? What is this shit? I was like, oh. But
life
like,
EXP.
yeah.
I could get some life EXP right now.
I could use some skill points right now. Holy fuck. But like, yeah, like that one weird, awkward level up state where you're clearly not supposed to be here because you don't have the stat boost from your class advancement, you don't have the skills from your class advancement. What the fuck are you doing here? Get out. So the mobs were at this point, like before you reach level 41, but like, if you were 41, then the mobs were like a couple level above that, and then from that couple level, I was -9. Sure, the person who was boosting me could kill them with ease, but if I happened to be pixel out of his aggro range,
You're done.
and then instantly molested and destroyed. It's like, I see a healer, kill it right now. Now, rush, go. So, like, it was a situation of, okay, I am going to enter this dungeon advancement portal, and when I type something in the chat, you are going to come out through the portal, and we're gonna hope nothing aggro respawns to you before you load the dungeon. Because the way it worked was if you went through, like, all the dungeons were open world, so you could walk to anywhere. There were, like, you could get some teleport tickets with, like, alchemy or whatever it was called. So, like, people usually sold those for, like, hell of a lot. But, like, you could walk anywhere. So it was, like, guard the person before they reach the portal, have them go, like, beyond the portal where mobs can't spawn anymore without going into the portal, because portals were like glowing circles in the ground where you could, like, walk on. So you wait on the other side of the portal, the person clears the area around the other portal where you warp to on, like, another world. Then you go through that world, and as soon as you step into that portal, your character is instantly loaded to the other place.
Yeah.
Without, like, you know that weird shit in Monster Hunter when you're playing online? You're not actually there, but you got hit before you could even see shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that, but imagine Oko aggro.
Yeah, you fucked.
Luckily, I had a good PC back then. So, I didn't really have to worry about that. So I got relatively quickly through the portals. But, like, it was just like, okay, after you go to this portal, immediately auto-follow me and we are going to run like mad. Here, have the speed boost motion. Cool. Because, like, holy shit, that place was so dumb. Like, you know those annoying mobs, those ranged mobs, that don't really have any defense or health, but holy fuck, can you never land a hit on them?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And, you know, if you can't hit something, it won't aggro to you, right? So, it was this weird situation of, holy fuck, please hit, so they aggro to me,
okay,
so the person I'm boosting doesn't die. It's like, what the fuck? So, like, you would rush in, and then hope none of the ninja moles saw you.
Ninja moles.
There were ninja moles.
Okay.
Holy fuck the ninja moles.
Ninja moles.
Yeah, ninja moles. I still fucking remember them. Fucking ninja moles. Like, they had no health. Like, even an under-leveled person could kill them. If you could hit them. But holy fuck, dude, they have way too much evasion rate. It's like, god damn.
I ninja-sa.
Bruh. And those fucking throwing stars had way too big of a range.
That's right.
But yeah.
No, it's not.
After you got past that point, you could get to the place where you could actually grind for levels. But those things were like the complete opposite. They had way too much health. So it was you rushing the shit through highly evasive monsters to get to the area where something was in your aggro range and they didn't miss you, you would just instantly die. And it was like that until you reached the class advancement state or level, when everyone usually stopped power leveling you.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, you reach class advancement. I gain no more bonuses from boosting you, so bye.
You have served your purpose. Remove
Pretty
yourself
much, yeah.
from me.
There was that, and then the fact that after your class advancement, holy fuck, was it hard to level up other people.
Sounds like a freaking Fire Emblem.
Because like after you got your class advancement, like all the good quests kind of stopped giving that much EXP. But you remember that like when I was talking about that 6-part quest every weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this game. So that was basically the only way people could level up when they discovered that. But luckily, I had my class advancement now. I was like, I remember when I was like, because it was at 41 when you get your class advancement quest, that you can then try to do your class advancement, which is harder. So it was like me, like at 41, texting my friend like, "Oh shit, I'm 40. I'm 40. I'm about to be 41. Yo, dog, I'm 40." And that was like on my first character on the game. I was like, "Oh shit." And then my friend was like he didn't answer that text message, and then like a couple minutes afterwards, in like in-game chat, he was spamming like, "Oh shit, did you level up yet, bruh? Did you level up?" It's like, no, I'm 40. I'm like 90% EXP. It's like, oh, come on, man. It's like almost there. It was like, holy shit, the amount of hype of like when you're getting to like unclaimed territories. And I remember that when I reached when I reached level 41 and like the grind was done, and I just sent I just sent him like a message that like I was like 41 shit ton of exclamation marks. And I think, yeah, I remember the fact that he spammed the lyrics of "We Are the Champions" in the in-game chat. Like manual typing out all the lyrics to "We Are the Champions." I was like, bruh. It was like, you know that song, right?
Yeah.
Queen, "We Are the Champions."
Yeah.
It's like all of that, just like the whole chorus got spammed into the fucking in-game chat. Cause bruh, like the amount of hype back then.
I miss that shit.
Bruh.
I'm afraid I will never get it back. Cause Rife.
But yeah, and then like RuneScape wasn't the shit anymore, meaning no one really needed a replacement for RuneScape anymore. Meaning most people kind of stopped playing games and went back to their normal shit. And then like my class graduated. Man, that was like, and like during that period of when I got my second class advancement, and I still remember how freaking weird the healer class advancements are. Because like, if you wanted to become the debuffer healer class, I was like, the class tip is like, because there was like a little like help screen.
Yeah.
Like there was like a wiki for the game in the game that like was really roundabout about shit. Like in regards to leveling, it was like some higher level monsters might give you more EXP. Experiment. It's like, cool. Thanks for the help. So like the healer portion of the shit was like, yeah, so this class advancement is like it heals people. You can like debuff people. It's cool. It's pretty cool. Main stats, you kind of want to survive, so you should put something into health. I mean, you scale off of like magic damage.
Well, and then like
magic damage.
Like we covered health, magic damage. But what else? You're fragile as fuck.
Yeah, you're fragile, so you should kind of like stack health so you can survive a single hit, so you can heal back up. I was like, cool, debuffs. I'm playing this class.
1 second.
Everyone's really surprised about the fact that he might be able to retrieve the orb. No one really believes him, but you know, he said he'll retrieve the orb. Everyone's scanning him with their eyes. It's kind of like answering gazes. It's like, yeah, I can do it. Yeah. It's like, are you sure? Yeah. You questioned me over there, huh? I think the echo just echoed.
Yeah, who the hell has a recorder?
The fuck?
I heard a recorder. Oh, whistling.
Yeah, it was like, oh, the echo is echoing with the echo. Cool.
Hey, I'm echoing?
No, like, I whistled, and then I heard a whistle from your end, and then I heard another whistle from your end. I was like, huh? Did the echo just echo? But yeah, where was I? No, yeah, so like, between, like, when I reached, like, my second class advancement, I was like, yeah, sure, debuffs! Hell yeah, let's go with this one! Cool, I can heal too, nice! I was like, huh? I'm squishy, why would I put anything to health? Max that attack damage! And there we go, broken healer class done. Why would I need to survive a hit when nothing can hit me? But like, it was between then and when I was like, cool, I'm class advanced now. I'm now like a debuffer. Oh, there's not really any party content to do before late game? Well, you know, I guess I'll just go grind. Which is how I ended up like, I ended up asking people, hey, what do you need for your class? Like, people were like, oh, you're class advanced? And because it was like a new game, so there wasn't that many people who like gaming, like back, it was back then. It's not like gaming wasn't a thing, but like most people had lives.
No,
lives were a thing.
People wouldn't have money.
Well, that too, but like, it's not like PCs were expensive back then. It was just like, why would I bother playing games on my PC when there's internet? I could go watch YouTube and shit. So there were the no-lifers who really took gaming seriously and were like, oh shit, a new game, let me max myself out in like 2 minutes. Oh, I'm bored, let me swap games again. Which I might not admit to doing later on in my life, but... but like... It just ended up in like, people, it was like, oh yeah, I'm doing my class advancement, but like, I need to get this material. But like, then there's this material. I was like, you know, the game website. Yeah, I don't know if you heard of this, but you can use this shit called Google to Google the game's website, and they have this index of monsters, and all monsters have coordinates in there, and the region where they appear in. And you know, this game has a system